Hey, hello, Jen Cushman.
Hello, Kate Richburg. Did you have good holidays? Are you
We,
all ready for the new year?
we sure did. And you know what I'm ready for? I am ready for this retreat.
Me too. Me
I'm
too.
so excited.
Yep.
And we've got a bunch of people jumping on from all over. And folks, if you're here, um, join in. Let me know you're here. Give us a comment. If you have any questions about the retreat, we're going to try and answer them. We're going live in like all the places on Kate Richburg, on the Great Bead Extravaganza, on beadshop.com, because we're super excited for you to join us in France this year. It's coming up.
I was
I'm
going to
so
say this
excited.
year. It's finally here now.
Finally here. So let me put this banner back up. I'm going to tell you a little bit about what's going on. And then we're lucky enough to have Jen, who is our retreat host. She's going to talk to you a little bit about Durfort, about the retreat center itself, and about what's going to happen that week when we're together. So you can bead in France with me, Kate Richburg, and I've named this retreat Rêve en Couleur, which is a journey through beads, color, and memories. And what we're going to do, my friends, is you and you, I, and you are going to create for a week in France at La Cascade in Durfort. We're going to take some day trips and we're going to work in the studio on your dream necklace. We're going to create a memory necklace where it can have a single strand, it can have multiple strands. We're going to talk about different disciplines of beading, stringing, wire wrapping, all kinds of cool stuff. I'm going to have a little trinket kit for you. Jen is going to do a little extra memory collage thing with you. It's going to be so fun. We're going to kind of delve into tapping into creating the necklace of your dreams. Multi-strand memory necklace. I'm going to bring some necklace samples. I have a notebook. We're going to take some notes. My mom is making you a notebook. I'm making you a tote bag. It's going to be really fun and a real intimate get together. So, Jen, you have done these retreats before. I know we've done this before and chatted a little bit about it, but I'm
Yeah.
going to toss it over to you because I could talk about this necklace all flippin' day.
I
But
know.
we've
Yeah.
got Marie here. Marie, I think you're joining us.
Yes.
She says she can't wait for France, which is
Oh,
awesome.
Marie, I can't wait to see you. It's going to be amazing. And, everybody, you guys know exactly what you're signing up for when you get Kate, right? You know you're going to have amazing projects. You know that you're going to learn a tremendous amount. And you know that you're going to walk away with a statement, one of a kind memory necklace. So you guys know what you get with Kate. You get an amazing artist. What you guys might not know is you don't know what you get with me. And you may not know what you get when you come to La Cascade. So first of all, what I do want to say is because this retreat center is really intimate, there is no more, 10 space is the absolute max. We are filling fast and you know what I mean? There's not a lot of space left. And this is the time of year that you want to dream about the south of France because I don't know about you guys, but I'm getting cold. My fingers getting cold, my toes are getting cold, and the thing that keeps me warm is thinking about sunflowers and lavender and the south of France this summer. So
I
that's what I
am
want to talk
so
about.
ready. Yes,
Yeah,
I'm so
yeah,
ready. Well,
yeah.
we have a really cool little slideshow that you've created,
Mhm.
Jen,
Yeah,
that we want to talk about. So why don't I share that with all of
great,
you?
great.
And let's just start walking through the streets of Durfort and the beautiful La Cascade Retreat Center.
Yeah. So remember, I told you that when you get there, if you get to Toulouse, you guys, once you get to Toulouse, it is an all-inclusive retreat, except for our one lunch out in Albi. So all you got to do is get from home, get to Toulouse, France, and then we take care of everything. So you are really going to be handled beautifully, taken care of. You're going to be well fed. Your creative soul is going to be taken care of. Kate's going to take care of all the fun, and it's going to be great. So going to Durfort
I
is
cannot
going
wait.
It's going to the south of France, and you guys, it literally is like walking to a French movie. You walk out and you're just like in Chocolat or one of those amazing movies. So this is the retreat house. This is La Cascade. It is a 400-year-old stone house in a medieval village of Durfort. And this is where we are. You're going to see those beautiful French blue shutters, and that is our home for the week.
Mm.
It has water running through it because it was copper pots. So this was an artisan village in the medieval times. Everybody that lived there and worked there were artists, and they made copper pots. They made them in their house. They'd come out, they'd wash them off, and they would do them in this little stream that runs through. And it's right on the River Sorgue. So it is just absolutely gorgeous. So
Oh,
this is our home, right? This is our home. It is 3 stories. The first story is the kitchen and the living room. Second story, where you see those shutters up there, is where the bedrooms are. And, you know, it is double occupancy, but it is single. Everybody has their own twin beds. And then those adorable little ones at the top is our studio space. So that's where we will be up there looking out and looking over the village. Okay, so that's our home. So that's the first slide. And then this is the second. I want you to see, this is still the little one to the left is still the streets of Durfort, just looking the other way. And then this is Nesha, and Nesha is the owner of La Cascade. She's Turkish, and she has such an interesting background. She's Turkish. And then when she was in high school, she went to Germany and then studied high school and college in Germany. And this woman is a masterful chef. She cooks French food, and really simple but amazing food from the area. So everything is organic. It's direct from the farms, you know, the French cheeses, you know, all of that kind of stuff. So Nesha is our hostess with the mostest. And here is me and Nesha. Now, this is the 10th time I will be coming to La Cascade.
wow.
I was always the artist that ran my own retreats here, and Soul Stirring Retreats is our premier. We've decided that we want to live in France for a month, and that we wanted to open this up and invite amazing guest artists to come to here. So Kate is she is our premier jewelry artist and our guest
I am
artist.
so lucky.
Yeah. So, and then this is Nesha's kitchen. I put it in there. We don't spend a lot of time in there. We'll get our coffee and our breakfast in there, but that is Nesha's domain. And then these are just some of the foods that she makes. You know, we'll have a French picnic lunch. There is a part where there's a tiny little park. There's fresh fountain and water where people come from Toulouse. They drive in an hour. They drive from all over the area just to get the fresh water that comes into Durfort. And it is spring water. It is amazing. So we just walk out and gather our water every day, and we'll be having a picnic there. And then you can see the picnic lunch where we just have it one afternoon. And then, of course, you know, something that Nesha cooks. So we will be eating like queens, I promise you. Okay.
That's right.
So this is the first floor. These are the steps that go up into, so you can just see and manage the steps. That's going from the first floor of the house up to the second floor. Second floor is where the bedrooms are. And I just want you to see, they're all decorated in French flea market kind of style, and everything that's been there has been picked from the vide grenades and hand curated and put together. So that's where we'll be staying up there. And then this is our studio space. So we'll be going up into the studio. Everybody will have their own little area to bead on. You'll have what you need. Kate will have a table. The one on the left is just a close up of my retreat this last summer, because we were making our own Oracle card deck. So I was having, you know, we were working with paints and papers and all those kind of things. So this is our studio on the 3rd floor. Okay. And here we go. This is Durfort itself. This is the River Sorgue that runs through Durfort. And this, to the right, that is the Cascade that is right behind our house. So when we walk out the back of La Cascade, there's full terraces. We will be eating on the terrace outside, because that's where we do. And we will be looking at and listening to the Cascade, which is why it's called La Cascade. And then that's the river that runs through town. This is the downtown cafe that everybody hangs out in. There is literally one cafe coffee shop. People come in and then they'll have their aperitifs at night. So there will be time if you guys want to walk around before dinner. You know, you can do whatever you're doing in the studio, or you can just go have a pastis, right? Which is like
Nothing I love more than a pastis, I'll tell you.
I'm telling you, can walk down, we can have a little pastis, we can hang out with the French. And this is not, I love Paris, you guys. I've been to Paris multiple times. This is not Paris. This is rural south of France. You will be around people that speak French. They know us, they love us there. They welcome. La Cascade's been in business for almost 20 years, and the locals adore us. So,
Oh.
there is no nasty French people being mad at you. There is just welcoming French people who love us with open arms, want to give us kisses and, have us be on our way. This mural, I love this mural. It's actually in downtown, and it's artists. They've brought in artists to be able to add in new contemporary art in this old French village, which I think is really interesting. And then Durfort can be a hopping in place. It can either be a very sleepy little town, or it can have like street fairs and other things in the summer, because summer is their high season. And so, they'll have music, they'll have things out front and dances and parties. And we may get lucky, or it may be a neighboring village. We don't know, right? So now here's Albee. This is one of our day trips, and we'll be driving to Albee. We'll have a passenger van. Everybody will be nice and comfortable. This is the cathedral in Albee that's been there for centuries, being able to walk up into it. And we'll be going to Albee. This is our excursion that we'll be going to the Toulouse-Lautrec Museum, and we will be having a day out for lunch and shopping. So that is our Albee trip and excursion. This is shopping in Albee. On the right-hand side is actually Toulouse-Lautrec's childhood home. The tour takes literally 5 minutes because it's completely in teeny, but it's fun to see where he lived. And on the left there is one of my favorite stores in life. It's called, I'm trying to think exactly the name of it, but it is really woad. There is a plant there that is called woad, and it dyes this amazing French blue dye. And this entire shop is all handmade and done in the French woad. And you really can only get this in this Midi-Pyrenees region. So, you can get, I ended up picking up woad ink for watercolors and stuff. And then that's the dress. They hand make pastels there from woad and from other things where they are all handmade French pastels. And when you put those on paper, it's like butter, baby.
Oh,
So we'll be
so
shopping there
exciting.
and going on. This is the Toulouse-Lautrec Museum. So obviously picture of me outside of there, and then the inside of the Toulouse-Lautrec Museum. It is so inspiring to see his early work. And for jewelry artists, it's still, how did he use line? How did he use color? How did he use form? Because just because he's a painter doesn't mean that we can't take inspiration for our beading, our jewelry work, and our memory necklace.
Yeah,
Right?
no, for sure. So good.
Mm-hmm. And then here we go. This is our Saturday Revel market. This is traditional French market. This market has been opened every Saturday for the last, 500 years. It did shut down for 2 weeks during COVID, and they actually rebelled. Everybody there rebelled and said, you will not take our market away from us during the pandemic. And they all came back, and the French government they actually had to do, cautions and how you were going to do this, because the locals are like, I don't care what's happening, you don't take away my market from me. Like, they are very serious. So that's our Saturday market, which is a food market, spices, clothing, bags, shoes, shopping. So what I'm going to say is, everybody it's summer, bring light clothes, bring a small bag and fill it up, because there's going to be so many fun things to fill it up with.
You don't have to tell me twice. I'll tell
Right.
you.
And then this is our Vide Grenay, and Vide Grenay is our flea markets, and that's on Sunday. And that is where we're going to be able to get trinkets for our memory necklace. That's where you're going to be able to, and I have to tell you, it is so much less expensive to do the flea markets and the Vide Grenays in the smaller villages than it is to do Paris, obviously. Yeah. You can go do the Paris flea markets, and I've done them, and I have a lot of things in my house from the Paris flea markets. And I overpaid for them, and it's like, at the local markets, you're going to get in there €1. I found a bunch of religious charms once where they were a box of really amazing old religion charms. And I think I paid €3 for, 150 charms that I was able to make necklaces out of. So
so
we'll
good.
be doing that. And then this is just, this is typical. You got the lavender, you got the sunflowers, and you got the south of France. The air smells different. The food is locally harvested, all the grains. So people that in my groups where they have gluten allergies there and they haven't been able to eat bread, they eat a baguette a day. Like they can eat the bread because it's all locally grown there, milled there. There's no GMO in it. So it's just the French countryside. So so in addition to Kate, which is the amazingness of Kate, you also get the amazingness of the south of France and all of these things. And again, you can come alone, you can leave hubby at home, you can come alone. And then all you got to do is get from your airport to the Toulouse-Blagnac airport. And from there on, you are in our hands in good care. And then we will take you back to the airport. And I guarantee you won't want to go home because it's a trip of a lifetime.
We're going to have so much fun. I'll tell you, I'm so excited about creating in a space that I've never created in before. I've been to France. I love France. I'm on day 114 of my Duolingo. My French is coming back. But I'll tell you, like what really resonated with me, Jen, what you said is the air is different. It's really true. We are blessed to be able to travel now. We don't have to take a train and a steamship and travel overland. We can just fly in and out. And I am so excited to have a creative spark in a new space. So not only do I hope that I'm going to inspire you folks out there, I'm going to take away a whole lot of inspiration to bring back with me. Maria's asking, can we bring those spices back to the States?
Absolutely. There's no problem bringing it back. You should see my kitchen. I've been there so many times, and it's like there is a rose onion that I buy there, it's dried onion flakes with rose petals in it. And I have to tell you, I use it in my dishes all the time. And people are just like, I get fancy in my little small town by having my spices. So, there's really nothing you can't take back. I did take woad seeds once because I wanted to grow woad in my garden. And they did take my woad seeds, but
agriculture.
That's the only thing I haven't been able to ever take back. So, but I take back my woad, my woad watercolors and all my other stuff all the time, just the seeds themselves.
Well, that blue, that French woad blue is just magical. So I'm super excited.
Yeah.
Well, Jen, how can people enroll? We do have a couple of spaces left. We would love it if this retreat was full, because in an experience like this, friends, the more creative minds that we bring together, the more we will all take out of it. And you can jump over. Let me put my my websites here.
Yep. So that's my website. It is soulstirringretreats.com. You'll be able to go right there. That's the landing page. You'll be able to read everything about my promise to you, what you're going to receive, all of the details, the price, what's included. Obviously, airfare is not included, right? But, all of that is very clear and up there, plus some inspirational photos. And then you will see the guest artists on Soul Stirring Retreats. And all you need to click into Kate Richburg and her, amazing retreat. That will click you over. You will read more information about her. And then that will also put you into the store. What is required to save your space is a $200 deposit. It's non-refundable because, again, we have such a small amount of space. This is an intimate retreat. This is not, I've been to retreats before and international ones where there's 20 people plus spouses and all that kind of stuff. That is not this retreat. This retreat is small, intimate. You're going to get Kate, in a way you've never had Kate before, right? And true. You're going to get me, and it's true. So,
the dynamic duo, we're going to be there.
I've got some surprises. My jewelry piece, I have made jewelry for a long time, you guys. So, so you'll just click in. It's a $200 $2 non-refundable deposit. And then Greg, my husband, Greg, who's helping me, we will be in touch with you about everything you need to do. We are planning a couple of live Zooms. So we're going to have, Kate's going to do a meet and greet Zoom. We're going to do a preparation Zoom. So really the plan is that when you get there, you actually are not arriving with strangers. You're really going to meet friends already there. And when we get there, it's going to be so intimate and so beautiful that we will just feel like a family right away.
Yeah, I'm really excited. And, a lot of you who are watching, or if you watch later on replay, we've been doing this together, doing things online for so long. And some of you have taken in-person classes with me, but this is really going to be the ultimate experience. And I'm super, super excited. So please, friends, take a look at your calendars. It is May 30th through June 6th of 2024. I would love to have you join me in France. It's going to be an experience that will not be forgotten. So again, any questions? We're not doing this through beadshop.com, though beadshop.com is going to be a heavy presence where I'm going to bring you beads from Bead Shop. We're going to have a great time. And my cohorts at Bead Shop are covering for me so I can jaunt off to Europe and have a great time with you. But do jump over to soulstirringretreats.com. You can shoot any questions you might have over to Jen. She is a seasoned master, she and her husband Greg, about leading these tours and making you feel as comfortable as you would just in your home studio. So I'm so, so excited. And thank you, Jen, so much for inviting me.
I can't wait. And you guys, just real one thing, if you decide that you do want to do some more traveling in the area, I am more than happy to help you. I know the area really well. So, I'm not an official tour guide, but I'm a very good tour guide of that. And also the last thing I want to tell you right now is don't wait, because one of the things that happens, and you know this, Kate, south of France, Europe is a hot summer spot. So the airlines start making the ticket prices get much more expensive the closer you get to summer. And so right now is the very best time to be making travel plans for Europe. So if this is interesting to you, if you want to come join us for a once in a lifetime experience, if it's calling your heart, knocking on your door, say yes, and you're going to really love it, because you're going to be able to plan better if you give yourself some planning time.
Yeah, no, definitely. And you'll be able to book your tickets soon and have it all locked and loaded. The Summer Olympics are going to be in Paris. But they're going to be above us, and it's going to be a little bit after we're there. But do remember that travel prices, they do start to climb. So now is the best time to book all of that. And Kathy's asking the price. It's over there. Let me go over to Soul Stirring Retreats.
It's $34.95 for the week. It's all inclusive except for the lunch and Albee. So, and it doesn't include airfare, right? So that's one of the things, you have to do that. But it does include airport transfers to and from. It does include, in the past, we've had to get rental cars and, juggle rental cars. We're not doing that. We've got a passenger van. You will be, like I said, you'll be treated like royalty. So
like bead royalty. It is true.
With the Queen Kate leading.
Well, I will tell you, I am just so gratified that you asked me. I hope that this is the beginning of some more interesting adventures, which I'm super excited about. Jen will be joining me again. We'll probably do maybe one more live teaser broadcast about this for everybody to see. And then once you sign up, folks, as Jen mentioned, we're going to have a couple of live sessions that'll be done via Zoom. So the retreatees will all get to come together, all get to meet each other. We'll talk a little bit about the project, about what you should bring, all of that stuff. So when we hit the ground in Toulouse and journey over to Durfort, we will be ready to work. So that's my story. I'm sticking to it.
I think it's it. All I can say is, it's like, I feel like, that Target commercial where they say open, open, open. I think it was Target. I can't remember, but one of them, we are just now we are January 5th, and I am just like open, open, open. Let's let the games begin. And
it's going to be here before you know it. That's right.
Okay.
Well, mon bon ami, bonne journée. I will talk to you soon. My dear friends who are watching, and those of you who I haven't met yet, those of you who I've had in class, I'm super excited. And like Jen said, if it does stir your heart, if it's knocking on your creative door, open that door and join us in France. I cannot believe I want to have that pastis with you in that little cafe. I
Oh,
can't
girl,
wait.
I just got chills. First night there. That's, we'll be doing it.
I'm
So,
telling you, I am so ready. All right. Well, talk to you soon. À demain, peut-être. Who knows?
yes.
And I will talk to you all soon. I'll see you all on my live broadcast either next Wednesday or Friday or both. And Jen, we will be talking soon. Thanks so much for taking this time.
Au revoir.
All right. See you all soon. Bye, everybody.